Hello everyone and welcome to my how to play Vanguard video. If you're joining me from my deck profile video of my Tachikaze deck profile, I will be going through everything that I said I would. If you haven't seen that video yet, please just check along the bottom for in the annotation below, and it will be a link to my deck profile. The deck I'm using is my Tachikaze deck, as I promised. So what you do is, you have your Vanguard set face down in the Vanguard circle. I'm using the mat that you get when you buy a starter deck, just so you can see how the game is laid out. So here's my Vanguard. It's the Dragon Egg. Playing face down. Then what you do, give the deck a good shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled the deck, but just so you know that everything I'm doing is legit, I will just shuffle it again for you. Okay. Then you draw 5 cards. Then you check those 5 cards. Okay, right. I don't have any grade 1s. Right, all the triggers in your hand, they are not really very useful when you start, because the triggers can only have to be activated during the drive check or damage check. So I'll be shuffling those 2 back into my deck. This can only be done once, this reshuffle. And I'll also put back Ravenous Mega Rex as well. Keep the other 2 in my hand. We draw 3 cards. I put 3 of them back in. And still no grade 1s. Only a lot more, still 2 draw triggers. Sorry, only 2 triggers still. Well, that's not good. Right, oh well, I have to stick with it. So, what I'm going to have to do now is, as my friends at college say, stand up Vanguard. That is the only time you'll ever hear me say that phrase. I don't say it at college. Odds are, the minute they find out they said it in this video, they're going to keep rewinding the video. Possibly to record it next time I do them. Oh well. Right, so, let's say I did rock, paper, scissors and I won. Draw a card. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, grade 1, okay. So, what I will do now is Rear-Vanguard. Dragon Egg's effect goes off. Because it was ridden by a Tachikaze monster. It goes to the Rear-Vanguard zone. The Rear-Vanguard zone is all 5 of these spots, centered around the Vanguard circle. Drop zone, deck zone, that's your damage zone. That's just a list of what happens. So, that was the ride phase. Now the main phase, let's see, I'm going to I'll boost 4,000 onto 8,000 to make 12,000 on my opponent's Vanguard. Let's say it's 10,000 to let the attack go through. Drive check. On drive checks, they go added to your hand, and in damage checks, they go to your damage zone as well. Okay, so done that. Done G tech checks, so I end. My opponent's turn. They play something with 14. I don't want to risk any of the shields in my hand, so I will reveal a damage card. Okay, so I'll put 5,000 onto him and stand him. Damage goes there. Okay, now it's my turn. So, stand faced, everything gets reset back up. Draw. I really need to work on these grade 2s, on these grade 0s. I think I might have a bit too many or not enough grade 1s. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is ride my Savage Destroyer. Ride Sonic Noah. I'll also summon Herbivorous Dragon Brutasaurus. So many us's in Auruses in these. Okay. So I will boost 13,000 on my opponent's Vanguard. They block with 10,000. When a rear Vanguard or on the front row attacks, you do not do the drive check or damage check. Those are only done when the Vanguard attacks or receives an attack. If the attack of the attacking rear Vanguards, if the power of the attacking rear Vanguards is equal or greater, the opponent's monster is just sent to the drop zone, and vice versa yours. So I'll boost to 12,000 on the Vanguard. So I will do drive check, which is a Ironclad Dragon shield on. Got all three of them in my hand. How bogus is this hand? Oh well, I mean I've got 4 10k shields, which can stop a very big attack. Okay, I will end my turn there. My opponent attacks. Attack him, goes to drop zone. His effect goes off, because it was sent to the drop zone, he gains 1,000, so he's now on 9,000. Attack the Vanguard. Reveal. I'll put 5,000 onto him. Brutasaurus' trigger effect lets me draw another card. Straight to my hand. And another Sonic Noah. Okay. So now, it's my turn again. Restand all my cards. Draw a phase. Oh, isn't this fun? Okay. I'll ride into a grade 3 with my Raging Dragon Blastosaurus. Ride another one. Ride a Sonic Noah. Okay, right. What I will do now is I'm going to right, in order to actually show you guys the effects of most of my cards, I'm going to just jiggle it around a little bit so you guys can actually see the effects go off and actually how they're used. Okay, so what I've done now is I've just given my field a bit of a jig round. I've left the damage as they are because 2's very useful in this demonstration. I've also given my hand a bit of a jig round. I've got a Winged Dragon Sky Petro, Savage Destroyer, Cannon Fire Dragon Cannon Gear, Assault Dragon Blytops, and Chaos Dragon Dino Chaos. These are just some of the good combinations you can use in this deck. Okay, so I will just go through these because these are some of the more impressive things that you can do with this deck. So this is the field that I've left myself with. What I'm going to do is ride Sonic Noah with Savage Destroyer. Now, summoning, that's done with any creature that you want to summon has to be equal to or lower than your Vanguard's grade. So if your Vanguard's a grade 2, you can play grade 2s, grade 1s or grade 0s in the rear Vanguard zones. Grade 2s are only useful in the front row because they cannot boost. That's why they've got the intercept. Okay, so I've ridden him. I can now summon in grade 2s anywhere on the Vanguards. I'll play Assault Dragon Blytops. Summon Cannon Fire Dragon Cannon Gear. His effect goes off. Put Blytops into the drop zone. His effect goes off. Counter Blast 1. That's counter blasting. And then I can add a shield on from my deck to my hand. Then shuffle my deck. Black Ops is good because this E can allow you to add a 10 grand shield to your hand, which can help stop quite a few attacks, or at least one fairly good one. Next, I'll activate Chaos Dragon Dino Chaos's effect from my hand, because I have a grade 2 Tachikaze monster. Retire 2 Vanguards. Dragon Egg's effect goes off, but I'll activate that after I've summoned Chaos Dragon Dino Chaos. What his effect is, if it's put to the drop zone from the Rear-Vanguard zone, if I have a Tachikaze Vanguard, which I do, I'll counterblast another one and add it to my hand. Next, I'll summon, and then I can boost and do some very good strong attacks. I will just go over those. I'll just go over that sequence just one more time, so you guys can fully understand what I was doing. Okay, so that's how my field started. I rode a grade 1 into a grade 2. I can now summon grade 2s and lower. So I summon Assault Dragon Blytops, summon Assault Fire Cannon, summon Cannon Fire Dragon Cannon Gear. That's a mouthful and a half. His effect goes off because he was put into the rear Vanguard zone. Retire one of my rear Vanguards and put it into the drop zone. His effect goes off. Counter Blast 1 to add shield onto my hand. Okay, then I will retire these two. Effect goes off. Counter Blast 1 to add it to my hand. I retired 2, so I could then ride again Chaos Dragon Dino Chaos, bring out the ability for me to ride grade 3s, 2s, 1s or 0s on my entire field. Grade 3 is so far the highest grade this deck will go up to. There might be some improvements to it in the near future, but for now, who knows. And then I can ride again, and then boost for attacks. Now, twin drives. Let's say the attack is successful with a 17 power attack from my Vanguard. I reveal 2 cards and then add them to my hand. Let's say his attack wasn't successful, and let's just say his attack was successful. Sorry, my opponent's turn. He attacks. I don't have the ability. Let's say I don't have the ability to stop his attack. I don't do any triggers or damage triggers. It just goes right to the drop zone. So then my turn comes around again. So I restand everything. Then I shall ride Raging Dragon Blastosaurus. Ride Sonic Noah. And to help Sonic Noah, I'll summon Pack Dragon Tiny Rex. And that is basically some of the that's so far the best combination of cards I found with this deck. I've basically had this deck for about 2 days now. I'm still learning the best combinations of how to use these cards efficiently. I will be posting more videos on different combinations of cards of this deck. I will also be putting up videos of this deck in action against other decks. Please write what you thought about this video in the comment section below. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe to my channel. This is Evil Curse, thanking you for watching my Tachikaze Vanguard video. I hope this video explained a little bit of how to play the game. If you have any further questions for me, please post them in the comments section below, and I will do my very best to answer them for you. Thank you so very much for watching.